Okay, like I said in the previous recording, don't take any of this personally. If I have a problem with you, we'll handle it like adults. The people that are pointed out here are just as examples to all of us of something we want more of or something we want less of. On this particular play during the 40 for 40 segment, a lot of good things on this play. In particular, note the two defensive ends, the hustle by the backside defensive end. You'll see the front side defensive end get off the block and get involved in the play. And we also want to take a note of this safety. There's nothing to pull them out of there. So great stance to start with, nice and calm. And then once the play is figured out, boom, triggers downhill and a lot of people to the rescue. Also note that the receiver is blocking downfield on both sides. We need that if we're going to have long runs for touchdowns, and the rotations by the safeties here. Really, really good stuff in the close here. Just a lot of good stuff all the way around. We want to practice and play like this all the time. Here, playing O-line is one of the tougher jobs out there. Here, they don't really get off the line of scrimmage well. You can see here, boom, D-line's into them. But playing with leverage, getting the feet moving, all of a sudden, we got to push. And the running back's probably at 3.5, almost 4 yards before he gets touched. That's pretty good work right there. Another dap to the O-line. It's a tough job, but we're looking at pass pro here. Quarterback's supposed to be 1, 2, 3. The quarterback should have the ball out. You look at the pocket that you guys have set for it. That's really good pass pro there as well. Next, just little things, right? We have to be able to get up and get down. And so watching the Z receiver here kind of jump around inside the top of the numbers by about 2 yards. Now we're going to move to outside the top of the numbers, and now we're going to move to back inside the numbers. And the worst is we're moving when the ball snapped, so that's a penalty. So for all of us, offensively and defensively, we got to get up and get set, know where we're supposed to line up, and get ready to play. Here, mental things that we don't want to happen in practice or a game. We have our Dutch personnel in, which means we should have a fullback and a tailback, and we're missing one of our running backs. So mentally, it's important that we line up correctly. Another thing here that we've got to get rid of, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we have to. We're approaching midfield here, and this is one of several, one of too many in the last two practices. We fumble another snap. Here, we've got pretty good thing going on, really good running, hustled by the D-line. We got defensive ends getting off blocks. And most importantly, while we're getting fooled on this kind of counter action or boot action earlier in the week, you watch the backside defense, just gives ground till they find out what's going on. Then boom, they trigger. Here comes the cavalry. We've got other D linemen getting off blocks and running to the ball. Really, really good. We got actually all 4 of our defensive linemen are running to the ball. That stuff is big. And if we play that way all the time, we're really going to have an outstanding defense. Conversely, we're getting a little tired. So watch the O-line break the huddle, right? We're just going to walk and mosey up and no attitude. Our opponents get tired late in the game. We don't. This play also brings up something else. Why we say defensive players are built from the eyes down. If eyes in the right spot, say the end-man line of scrimmage, that will give a quick key as to whether it's run or pass. That key in this instance would be right here. So if we keep our eyes there, have our eyes in the right spot, we can very quickly determine what's going on. And very quickly, it's pass. Right away, we know it's pass. It's that quick if we have our eyes in the right spot. It gets real confusing if we have our eyes in the wrong spot. Run or pass? Pass. At this point, I get my eyes to my pass responsibility and I'm good. But if my eyes in the wrong spot, this happens, okay? Now, next thing is, in the secondary, I want you to grade yourself. Are you running to the ball or jogging to the ball? Running or jogging? The reason this is important is because in any game, 5 or 6 plays determine the outcome of the game, and we don't ever want to give up on any of them, even in practice. You guys had a great day Saturday. This wasn't one of the better plays. Knowing your plays. We have here 94 power flood. It's a new play, but we got to learn them quickly. The fullback is supposed to go out to the flat to the left. And it was a great call because of what the outside linebacker did. The outside linebacker comes in with that slanting up. So now the quarterback is looking, bang, where's the fullback in the flat? Well, in this case, the fullback went the wrong way. All right, so knowing our assignments, personnel group, all really important stuff. We want to focus all the time. Here we have something that's come up. You're going to learn this week. The quarterback breaks. We're closing hard, and I want to focus on these two defenders. When two defenders are coming in on one person, it's called a compression tackle. Coach Prim is going to practice that with you this week. Pay attention to it because it does come up. All right. And again, great hustle, if you look in the background, by our defensive line. Nice job. Next play. Get up here. Let's see. Take a little second. Okay. Alignment. Right? We got to pay attention to these things. I'm pretty sure all the linebackers are supposed to be at the same depth. I'm pretty sure if you count the yard markers, our defensive backs are supposed to be about 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. And I'm pretty sure our safeties are supposed to be lined up at 10 or 12. And I look here in the corner against a tight end. I thought I heard Coach Prem say that you're supposed to be 3 by 5. So that means you're 5 yards too deep. So pay attention to your alignment. In a game of inches, it really, really is important that you line up correctly, okay? The other part that's good about this, we're going to give the receiver an easy catch. But because the linebacker and the cornerback are moving when the ball's in the air, by the time the ball's caught, we're there. Good stuff. An even better example of that is here. We have a nice, difficult catch made look easy by this tight end. It's a twisting on the move behind, reach behind your back and catch the ball. But because the defense is moving when the ball is in the air, what appears to be maybe something that could go for a big gain, by the time the receiver takes a second step, boom, we got 3 people there. That's good defense. Good defense, some things we got to get better on. Let's practice the same way Wednesday, and let's get better Wednesday.